come around to say hello. One-on-one, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you, it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Navika, I don't know whether this is about the vote bank, but it certainly, is a continuation of something that we've been noticing about the Congress party, the failure to read the room or, gauge what the public mood really is, and then take certain steps or do certain things which actually violates the sensibilities of the public. And there are many, many instances of that. So I think it certainly betrays that. Now, whether there is some other ulterior motive, they have some other interest, I am not privy to that information and I can't get into that. But it's quite clear that while the government, and in fact, there is a lot of bones we can pick with this government. This is the same government which yesterday first announced that, it is holding off or blocking the handles of this Turkish propaganda channel called TRT World, which is a complete out-and-out Pakistani jihadist channel. In fact, every time they used to approach me in the past, I used to tell them I don't talk to Pakistani jihadi channels. And they would say, no, we are not a Pakistani channel, which I know that you are both Pakistani and a jihadist channel. And yet we forget blocking their Twitter handles. We have still not stopped their landing rights in India. So clearly there's something wrong in how the government also operates. And I think the government should answer why you have allowed propaganda channels like Global Times and these guys, the Turks, who make no bones about their hostility towards India, even landing rights and giving them a free run of the place. And Turkey has been notorious for bringing people from Kashmir and other Indian Muslims into Turkey and then indoctrinating them, instigating them and inciting them against India. It has formed the largest, possibly the largest, fake news factory inside Turkey and a propaganda factory inside Turkey. So they have done all kinds of hostile action against us. And for anybody to say that because they've been doing something, because you're not acting against China, why are you acting against Turkey? I think that's kind of silly. Simply because, one, and this is the most practical thing, you fight the fights you can fight at whatever point of time you are in. There are some fights which you have to delay and build up your sinews, both economic, technological, and military before you get into those fights. There are other fights which you can fight right now. So just because you have not taken on a bigger bully right now and you are dealing with a smaller bully and a third-rate one at this point in time does not make you a hypocrite. You are doing what is part of real politique, if I might call it that. That's one point. The second point is I absolutely hold no brief for the motor mouths who mouth disgusting and utterly scurrilous kind of stuff against whether it's people in the armed forces or officials of the government who, as Sanjay very correctly says, just reading out a statement and you go after somebody's family. And I have openly said that these are people who are demented and deranged and you should take action against them. Absolutely. I hold no brief for these disgusting characters, whether it's that minister from Madhya Pradesh or it is the SP leader who talks about the caste of a particular officer. Did you ask for the caste of people who got the Paramveer Chakra? Did you ask what is Vikram Batra's caste? Did you ask what is Yogendra Yadav's caste? Did you ask what is Nirmal Sekho's caste? Have you asked what is Abdul Hamid's caste? But you don't ask, these are people who have sacrificed their life for this country. These are people who fight for this country. You don't ask these silly questions. You carry your dirty, disgusting politics in that cesspool from where you are coming from and where you're practicing the kind of politics you're doing. I am no brief for these people. The other thing is that on this whole thing that why are we buying stuff from China? Yes, I myself feel very strongly about it and a lot of us have made a lot of noise about it that let us try and attract as much manufacturing as we can in India so that we don't have to look towards China. Let us create an ecosystem in India.
But that is work in progress.